Let's say it's the holidays. You go out to your vehicle to find this dent. Are you going to fix it yourself? Or are you going to send it to the auto body shop? The Man of Steel just bottled up this 12-hour repair. Time to airdrop it. You get to see it under 16 minutes. I'll be using a spring action tool to get the dent from looking like this to this. Hello, hope you and yours is doing well during the holidays. I am your host, the Man of Steel. Backstory: Santa was out doing a practice run before the main event. He had his usual holiday drink. He missed the roof entirely and smashed into Grandma's minivan. Grandma and Grandpa came out to find this tightly wrapped gift with no name or no phone number. The man in the red suit this holiday was naughty and nice. See all these tools? Do you know what these tools have in common? They're going to fix this dent. Starting from the top, let's go over the tool list. We have the MOS collision tabs and this brand new spring action tension tool. I'm going to get some swinging action from my aluminum carbon fiber hammers. I'm going to light up the damage with my PDR light. I'll be using an impact for removing parts. I'll be using lots of hot glue. I will need a torch to warm up the panel and the tabs. You know how Santa likes his alcohol, 91% proof. I'll be flexing. I'll be pumping up my triceps with my PDR bars. If you don't have a hydraulic dent puller, you can purchase my floor puller on my website. It's time to start the main event. In this corner, I have my dent puller. In the opposing corner, I have Grandma's minivan. Strategy for this repair. Page 1 of my playbook. My first play, I'll be starting on the left side. The key is getting my tabs to fit in the dent like a glove. Laying out the tabs, leaving a 1-inch space in between. I will need some help, so I will bring in a third hand. I'll be squeezing hot glue on 4 tabs. Tab number 1, placing it in the dent. Tab number 2, tab number 3, and tab number 4 are within the dent. The small tab is for safety. Panning my setup, you can see the third hand is in there supervising. Pushing air to the pedal. Lining up 4 pins to pull 4 tabs. Adding a 5th pin. This, of course, is my master pulling pin for gripping and ripping. Here is a side note. If you have not seen this before, now you have. Have you seen guys pumping the trigger on their mini lifter? You're putting elasticity in the glue for a stronger pull. As you're hitting the crown, you're getting that pumping action from the spring. This pull will feel different. As you're starting the pull, the spring will most likely move first. This is loading up the spring in the tension. This will help the dent release as you're doing your knockdown work. You can see the left side of the dent released perfectly. Move the tension hook to the right of the pin, pulling more on the dent. Next, I'm going to raise the bar, moving the pin up about an inch to pull more on the upper section. I picked up the hammers. Every blow from the hammer, the vibration is creating more spring action in the tension. My pin is in the way, so moving it to the side. Now I can knock down more around the tab. The glue is so strong, it's hard to remove. I will heat up the glue, then spray it with alcohol. If you're new to my channel, comment down below that you're new and the Man of Steel will message you back. Leaving tension on the tab, putting extra alcohol on the glue. It's great seeing the safety tab preventing the tool from flying across the shop. Now I'm going to put more alcohol to release the remaining 4 tabs. Peeling off the glue. Here is my next tab placement. It's in the shape of the letter T. Running one pulling pin behind the other pulling pin, attaching the hook of the two-way tension to the pulling pin. I place the little tab on the left for safety. Side note, 2-day beginner training. Are you wanting to learn paintless dent removal? Be sure and message the Man of Steel down below. My right hand is applying pressure to the air, loading up the spring. Next, moving the hook closer to the second pin. Side note, are you looking for the perfect holiday gift for yourself or for others? Tool sizes vary. We have stocking stuffers and large size packages for under the tree. Website for these tools are down below. Time to remove the collision tabs. Warming up the glue, squeezing 2 rounds of alcohol. The safety tab did its thing. Panning the panel. I'm hanging up my two-way tension. Some of you may ask, Mr. Steel, where can I purchase my two-way tension? Of course, you guys know what time it is. It's time to give myself a shout out. This two-way tension in this tutorial is down below on the website. Let's move on to the next step. We're going to do some crown work. Picked up Mr. Steel's carbon fiber hammers. Time to get serious. Turned my ball cap around and pulled it tight. I had a visual obstruction from the bumper cover. I had to leave the rear hatch open in order to get a better read from my PDR light. Now I'm using a two-handed blending technique. With these 2 hammers, I'm going to knock down the remaining crowns. Next step, removing the interior trim to gain more access to the back side of the dent. Pulling off one section of the trim, moving to the second section. Grab my impact, removed 4 screws. Disconnected the light. I can reach my hand behind the panel. I have all kinds of open access on the back side for my tools. Loosen 3 torque bolts so I can move the lock out of the way. I squeeze the trigger of my torch to quickly warm up the paint. This will help the paint from further cracking. Time to use my PDR rods from Ultra. Pushing the rod through the access point, I'm on the underside roughing out the low areas. Let it rip in the comments. Santa, the man in the red suit, does not care if you're naughty or nice. Would you or your shop remove and replace this panel? Or would you have grinded off the paint and welded studs to pull the dent? Do you prefer to mud the panel? Some of you think you're a better dent puller than me, and you probably are. Thumb one out in the comments. How would you approach and repair this panel? Are you a PDR tech? Would you even attempt a 32-inch dent like this? Are you a panel beater? Would you take time to reshape this panel? Finishing up the dent, honing in on the minor details, dragging, picking, and pushing out the remaining low spots. Let's put back the interior trim. Plugged in the light, spun the trim around to line up the clips. With the back of my hand, I lightly tap the interior to lock in the clips. Putting in the 4 remaining screws with my impact, the trim is fully locked in. Final step, I need to clean and polish out the surface. I'm removing the remaining alcohol, glue, and marks from the knockdown tools. Time to show you the final results, the before and after. Thank you for watching my dent video during the holiday. For more information on beginner 2-day training, message me down below. Don't miss out on my next airdrop. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in my next clip release. You make it a great day.